Same family. I had to fix something. Today we're gonna talk about emotions. Let me just find the. I hope you can hear me. Um, I don't know what you want to say, my brother Jedediah. I don't know. You don't even know the topic, so let me just find the things that I have prepared. So we're gonna talk about emotions. It's very important for us to control our emotions. What is emotion? It is a natural instinct, yeah, um, inside of us. Yeah, it can comes to different kinds of ways, yeah, like fear, anger, okay? And we have to read about that because it's very, very important for us to learn how to control our emotions. For me, emotions is also something very, very spiritual because um, there are some people that have even manipulative powers if they know how to control their emotions. You will never see if you go to a lawyer, he starts going nuts because they learn all this kind of um, they learn all this kind of things in school. Yeah, how to control their emotions, how to go and act and talk to people, and we have to know that many of our people, um, many humans, they start acting weird if they take some substances like drugs or alcohol, and then sometimes you can't control your emotions. But controlling emotions is also very, very important. Why? Many people do not believe in superheroes or prophets or people that have, power to change something. Um, for example, Hitler, Kim Jong Un, the guy in Korea. I don't know if he's a president or a king or whatever he is, but that guy controls a whole nations by manipulating them with his speech, with his emotions. Okay, and this is also how you go to see people like uh, Moses, Jesus, Simon Toko, through anger, but um, you know, like holy anger, spiritual anger. You can also control or you can bring some manifestations of powers, okay, to change stuff, to do stuff through emotions. And you will see this very often in animes. You will see it very often in videos like superhero movies and stuff like that. You may see that someone has lost, but right away, like another power comes to him, and he starts to understand that he's weak. Like Paul said, in my weakness, I become strong. And then he starts moving stuff. Okay, he starts changing stuff. Okay, let me just find the things that I have prepared. You're gonna like it. um, okay. Um, Everything is lost here. My goodness. To find everything again. Okay, this is very good. Exactly, this is good. We have to understand emotional powers. It is very important for all of y'all to learn about that. Yeah, because um, you can change the world if you know how to control your emotions. Okay, there is a history that I'm going to tell you. There was someone, he was working somewhere, right? He was working with, he had a bunch of jobs, but then he could achieve a job and get a job and by taking cars from pop stars, musicians, actors, and helping those people, like just parking their cars, right? And what happened after that? uh, there were a bunch of Mexicans and a bunch of other people that he also received, and they started to call him the N word very often. And then he went to get he has sued them. He went to the government and said, "Hey, uh, because they kicked him out." He went to his boss first and said, "Look, this is what is happening to me, etc., etc. They're calling me the N word." And the boss was like, "Yeah, that's normal here." And he wasn't. He was a half caste, yeah. So he's black, yeah. You know how it is. And after a while, he was very normal. Everything was good. But what happened? They kicked him out. After kicking him out, it, he went to learn about uh, he went to learn about everything. He took like a small this cars with the house, you know. He was living there for a while, and he started learning about the laws because he made a lawsuit against them. It was about 300,000, and it's a true story. Yeah, 300,000. What happened after that? These guys, they don't wanted to give him the money, but he was shortly to before getting the money. What happened? Uh, Before he could get the money, he started hearing stuff. He started hearing stuff. He started hearing voices. Um, he started getting attacks. He starts seeing stuff. You know. So we have to start asking ourselves: is the Most High stronger than the enemy? You can answer. Surely the Most High is. I know that you're gonna say that. But we have to know one thing: in this world, this is not the Most High's world. The most of the things that you see on TV, if it is politics, if it is movies, if it is what you hear, then you have to know all these kind of things comes from an extraterrestrial world, from a world that is beside this world. Because the person that received these attacks, he starts also being attacked physically, like spiritually in the same time. How can I explain? Because there are certain things that I can't say. The person starts to get attacks, like not only hearing those people speaking, but also physically, they start harming him physically. They start doing rituals, and he could hear these people harming him. And he went to several doctors, he went to several places. No one could help him. What I want to say is, we have to start asking ourselves, in this moment that this person is feeling that people are harming him because they molested him, they started to molest his body. In the day, like in the night, they are torturing his body. I don't want to say that word. It's an or R. It starts with R and ends with E. This is what they started doing him. But we, as a people, we're gonna look at him, and he's like declaring, "What is with my body? What is happening? What is happening?" And this kind of things went over years, years and years, attacks and attacks. Okay, and that person is the only one that can see that. He cannot only see that, he can also feel it, because after a while, you could also see, we as doctors and helpers, we could also see that his anus became bigger, his body became deformed, he can't sit well. Now we have to start asking ourselves, when this kind of things happens, because you may see someone is speaking with himself, like um starting gossiping, like the F word, and I gonna crash you. Someone is speaking with himself. And you look at the person, you're like, why is he speaking with himself? And then he starts saying things like, do you see that? Do you see that? And you're like, huh? I can't see anything. Which means that that person is already in witchcraft. He is already in the world of the pandemonium. He's already in two worlds, which means every one of us has his physical and his spiritual being in this world. If something may not be right with you, you have to know that your spiritual world is also under attack. Okay? They attack your spiritual world first before they attack your your physical world. which means that we as humans, we live in two worlds in the same time. And that what the most of the people of us has not activated is our spiritual being. He's there is mostly weak, very weak. Why? Before we read some stuff, we as the nation of the Most High, we do not really practice spirituality, or we do also not really practice in church or the rituals. We do not do those kind of things. It was called witchcraft after a while. Witchcraft is that what you see if someone uses you in a negative way. But Jesus, Moses, when he split the water, Elijah, what was he doing when he called the fire from heaven? He was dancing, shouting, praying, invoking. Through emotions, the Angolan won the war against the Portuguese. And they had guns. The gun couldn't, the bullet couldn't enter. That's why you have stories about people in Haiti, Ganganzumbi, Simon Toko bringing like Smurfs from heaven that started to throw cars after the Belgium. Hitler controlling whole Germany. How can someone have so much power to control them, all of these people, if he's not connected in the spiritual room? Even you in your family, to be involved with them, to talk to them. Don't think you're only doing it physically. You're also connected to them spiritually. Do you know that it is not easy to help someone to come out of spiritual bondage if someone from your family is attacking you? But if someone is from outside, he's not connected to your blood, it's easier. But if someone is from your blood, because he's connected to you, it's not easy. What I want to say, you may see that you dream sometimes. And if you dream, you may have some dreams that you're fighting people. You're beating people up. You're throwing some fire and some other powers out of your hands, out of your eyes. You're saying things and you're controlling people. You're helping people. Don't think that's a joke. The person that I was talking about, he could go, he could work, let's say like this, he could work, he could feel how they are attacking him, how they are doing rituals against him. It's not the first person that I saw in my life that had this kind of problems. To say the truth, yeah, at the moment, I'm not want to be involved with this kind of problems because I have mine. Because someone that has this kind of problems needs not only fasting. This is not only fasting, or I do fast, or I do prayer. This is not the thing for prayer. This also needs rituals, sacrifices, like animal sacrifices, to give it to the Most High, to do incense burning and all these kind of things. Fire prayers, water prayers, to finish up with these mami waters, to finish up with these trolls, to finish up with the smurfs, to finish up with these fallen angels, demons. Even if and the person dealt with, he had a problem against those people that you see on TV, that we call superstars. After they saw that he wants to win the 300,000, they all sit together. They started to do rituals, and it worked. It worked. Hmm? Because there was no, he also came from the Jehovah's Witness, because there was no protection in the spiritual world that could help him against those people. Many people do not know that there are so many other people outside there. They start blocking them so that they can't do anything. They taking advantage of them because of our emotions. We love to give people money for free. We love to marry like this, maybe the false first person. We love to say things that we shouldn't say. You're gonna see let me show you the map. Let me show you the map. It's very important. I hope it works right now. Ingeta. Okay, where's the picture? Not this one. Yes, we need here. Let me show you the map. It's this one here. So I hope you can see this map. Okay. Let me see. Can you see me? Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Brothers and sisters, please give me a like and subscribe. Right. So, brothers and sisters, emotion is also intelligence, social skills, self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation. There's a difference. Let me show it to you, because that's the good thing about white people. They write everything down. Very good that I say white people. Did you ever noticed that everything is named on this earth? Everything is named. When we start from the name, alone the name to calling something or someone. This is a lion, Nkosi. This is brother Sven. This is brother Stephen. You're already, just call a name. Just say your mother's name. You're going to see that Mwanda, which is air, you're going to see that there is a power, of emotion, of love or hate, or another type of feeling gonna come out of your mouth automatically. So there is a huge difference between feelings and emotions, brothers and sisters. Are the inputs received by the brain from the environment and are usually sustained. Emotions are the immediate, usually temporary, and sometimes irrationally outputs. Okay? The driving force behind human behavior are emotions. Hence, the importance of the hedonic tone, the emotional behind every entrepreneur when envisioning a dream or a big idea has been the spark fueling the engine of progress and development throughout human history. Thank you. That's why I started with history. I go back to Kim Jong-un. There was an American student, a Jewish student. He went to North Korea, and everyone knows that North Korea Kim Jong-un doesn't like Americans that much. That guy, he went there, party, having fun, etc., etc. And then he saw a photo. No one knows if this was the photo of Kim Jong-un. And I really do not believe, but he took it out from the wall. People saw it. They gave him 15 years jail. After 1 year, they took him out of the Americans started to, tell this prime minister of North Korea to give this guy back. He came out in coma. He came back in coma. But he was drunk. So in that moment, if he would control his emotions, it's the same with you and I. It's the same with our women's, with our children. How many times did we let demonic entities, hate, okay, envy, badness, angriness, enter and using us? How many times? Okay? So this is where you can see that even a good person can act very weird or evil. Because when you're doing that, what you're doing, and you don't want to do that, what you're doing, this means that something else is doing that for you or with you or in you. Because when you come clear after your anger, after your envy, because you saw that everything is nada, it doesn't give you anything. Your anger and everything passed. This emotional, this negative emotional power, which can also come with different kinds of spirits. Maybe I have to make a part 2 about that. When it comes to bring sadness in your life, do you know what people do if they are really mad and sad? They thank the Most High. Go to Job, go to Abraham, go to all these people. We have always to take an example to these people. The Most High also bring us into temptations, and He tested us to see if we really love Him or not. In the baddest situations, He puts us inside there because the great is about to come. Because everything that He promised is about to come, and we can see it. So if we see it, it means we are the children of the Most High. We are the children of promise. Because we can see that the Most High is doing stuff. And even if He's not finishing up everything at once, like many of us want. So we enter into emotional, into emotions. And mostly it goes to the negative way because the world is not from the Most High. And there are people that take an advantage, because if you open the port of your spiritual emotions, this is how these people can take advantage of you. You say one thing and they're going to use this thing against you. And even if they know you didn't mean it like that, and even if they know you are saying something that is right, but the thing that you said, they're going to use it against you. You may see that in the Bible it said that Moses was an angry guy. His brother Aaron, he has to speak, because if Moses speaks, he is about to kill you in a second. He was like an angry guy. Do you understand what I want to say, my brothers and sisters? But this doesn't mean that Moses was a bad guy. Through his good anger that he had for his people, through the things that he saw in his life, the things that passed in Pharaoh's house 40 years. So in all this witchcraft, he was there. He saw all this. It's in the scriptures. He had this righteous anger. That's why he put the snake there. He said, I'm going to finish all of you. I'm going to put the plagues on you. Okay? And he killed people. Yeah, the plagues killed people, right? So Moses killed people, right? Huh? Did David kill? And this is how you see an enemies, people like Son Goku, people like Sun Wukong, people like, heroes like Naruto. You're gonna see a hero is someone who has the righteous anger. Do you know the Archangel Michael? And you will not believe in the scriptures, Yesaiah, which the world calls Jesus, he went to the markets and started throwing things away. He went to the Pontius, Pilatus, and all of them, start telling them, you guys are my father's house, you guys are liars. This is the righteous anger that we need. And this is the spiritual world that is about to come. That's why you see the war in Ukraine. Because they're politicians, that you're going to see them like always being humble, but they're not humble. They're fighting. They're opening their mouth. If you are opening your mouth, the spiritual power that comes out there, you're going to do it. Before you want to do something, it starts with your what? Brain. Which means feelings, emotions. And after that, you speak it out. After speaking it out, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to help you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to help that company. I'm going to build this house. Which means the spiritual power is already working. And your emotional power is working here through this table that you see here. And then you create. That's why when the world says, who is the Most High? You have to know you are God's. God did not give birth like some people sing, God has no, vagina, okay, to give birth. But God, the Most High multiplied himself. He multiplied himself. In the universe, the sun, etc., the moon, everything is connected. So that's why you see people worshiping the moon. That's why you see people worshiping the sun, because they are trying to go to worship the most powerful thing that the Most High has created. But the Most High said to us, no. Okay, that's why also people worship humans. Odin's son, he existed. Thor. Seth, Osiris, Baal, Nimrod. Those people, Simon Tokyo, all those people existed. So there is power in us, and there is power in material. There is power in plants. There is power in water, in all the elements. There is power in the universe, and we have to know how to use it. Okay? Very good. So I don't want to teach that much, okay? I will just send you these two things. You can read by yourself. Pray for me, please. Yeah. We are here, we are together. The Most High is still with us. I have a lot to say. Especially if it comes to this emotional thing, because this is how actually the world, this is where we're going. Okay, we are going to a time, and I think I have to make a video also about politics, what is really happening. It's in Habakkuk 2. Okay, we are going to a time. Let me just find the Bible verse for you guys before I close this, and also remember me to send you the links. Brothers and sisters, we are going to a very, very weird time. And everything is well written. Let me show it to you. Gamble. Here it is. I will stand and watch. I will stand at my watch. Sorry. and station myself on the ramparts. I will look to see what will say to me and what answer I am to give to this complaint. I don't like that version, but it's okay. Your English is better than mine, so you understand. Now he say, write down this revelation. It won't happen right now, and make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. Is there no other version? That's horrible. Okay. I hope. New, there is a new King James version. These guys are these guys are funny. Okay, oh good. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And you have to know, this is very, very important. The proudful and the faithful. Because the faithful is the one that has patience. The faithful is the one that the Most High uses at the end to save people. Because through his weakness, he becomes strong. But the proudful will be hopeless. It's like a tree that has a tree that is full with the with all types of plants and like the tree on Christmas. If you burn it, he's gonna lose everything. And the tree that doesn't have that much, that is faithful in the Most High, and the little that he has, and even he has much, but he knows how to handle it with his emotions to help his environment and people like the Most High wants them to do. Because we are heroes. We are special beings. And I'm gonna go even more to this alien thing, who we are, where we came from, because it's very important. Let us continue. Indeed, because the transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. This is the guy that is the president today. These are all this kind of things. Nothing will change, brothers and sisters. And there's one prophecy that I'm going to tell you, and I have nothing against women. We in the Bakongo prophecies, we always say, if a woman takes over the United States, that's the end of the world. I don't know why, but this is something that we received in spirit long time ago. But for me, it's okay, because this is not the end of the world. This is just the starts, like we're going to read here that is written in Joel 3. Okay, you're going to hear from rumors, from war, and etc., etc. But this is the end of the world, brothers and sisters. So, which means we can't be this proudful no more. I received some nice brothers here from the United States, from Europe, etc., etc. They loved Africa so much. But one thing they said, I did not forget. They said, "We are so proud. We are so scareful. Our emotions are too high in there where we live in Europe, that we do not want to change that what is ours. That we do not want to be awoken. That we do not want to activate the Most High in us. And we fear Africa. We fear everything that is ours. We fear our history. We fear our spirituality. We fear ourselves. But in us, we know that we are the true ones, that we are the ones that have heart. Because there are some people, they can control their emotions very well. But inside of them, there is a beast. They laugh with you. Okay? They talk nice to you. But inside of them, through the history, through the actions, what they have done, through the actions that they are still doing, you're going to know who they are. And that's the problem. Okay? So the proud man, where is he? And he does not stay at home because he's in largeness, his desires as hell. And he is like death and cannot be satisfied. He gathers to himself all nations and heaps up for himself all people. Will not this take up a proverb against him and a taunting riddle against him and say, woe to him who increases what is not his, how long? And to him who loads himself with many pledges, will not you creditors rise up suddenly? Will they not awaken who oppress you, and you will become their booty? Because you have plundered many nations, all the remnant of the people shall plunder you because of man's blood and the violence of the land and the city and of all who dwell in it. Brothers and sisters, he's talking about the people who have done this historical, and he's talking about America, he's talking about Europe, Babylon incomplete. They took out from all of us, they made us drinking wine. People do not want to stay at home. Everyone became crazy, emotional, in the negative way. Everyone is blue. They're going to bomb other people's lands, stealing their stuff, and then bringing them to their land and saying, you can stay here, but you other guys there, you die in hunger. Going and bomb their lands. Now you see what is happening? All the remnant of people shall plunder you. Who? To him who covets evil gain for his house, that he may set his nest on high. You see all these high buildings, right? That they build. Like in the time of Edom, like in the time of Nimrod, like in the time of the Romans, okay? Like in the time of Germany, okay? The eagle comes, that he may deliver it from the power of disaster. You give shameful counsel to your house, cutting off many peoples, and sin against your soul. And that's the problem. The problem is sometimes not like to say to people, sin no more. We are sinners. Me as a teacher, I will never say to someone, sin no more. I will say, beg for forgiveness, purification. This is something that it must do. And the Most High said, you guys will give birth now. You have to eat now by your sweating. Our people, when we lived in the mountain, you can go to the book of Esther 5. We saw the heathen from Africa, from the mountains, Zulumongo, Zion. By the way, Zion, I have to make a video about Zion. I have to make a video about Zion. What is Zion? Where is Zion? Why the Matrix talks about Zion? Not Zion with Z, but Zion with S. We saw the others having fun. Like fun, fun, sexual fun, smoking, drinking, doing all the harm, doing magical stuff. And we had magical powers. Don't forget that. but they do. We saw them on the other side, like it's gonna be again. When we saw them, what did we do? What do you think? We went over. We went over, you know? And this is also the history of the angels. This is also the history of all the creatures that you see nations portray on TV. Fees, angels, smurfs, cyclops, all these kind of beings came from heaven. Like we humans too. We, like you see us, okay? Which means the problem that you have is specific to you, and the people that are around you are specific to you. Everything that is happening, your job, your family, is specific to you. This is the problem. This is the devil, the evil, or the good things that the Most High gave for you to convince. This is your cross. Okay? Because you are not me. I'm not you. And don't say Michael Jackson lived a better life than you. And don't say Will Smith is living a better life than you. All of us is taking a cross, a burden. And there is a payment that we have to pay. So brothers and sisters, we have to be very, very smart. Because this prophecy talks very well about our lands where we live in the West. That people will go against people. And our emotional, spiritual power, when they want to get our soul, this is the thing that's going to save us against these people. Not our physical body. They're going to shoot you. But if you pass and they're scared, if you say something and they're listening, okay? If you're marching into the what is this? Chariot, okay? Into the chariots. We have to march in, okay? We have to be prepared spiritually, emotionally, okay? To get them, not physically. The physical is that what we are outside. The spiritual is that commands, that leaders. This is the Most High. So the earth will be the full earth will be full with knowledge, like as the waters covers the sea. The waters is like the spiritual Mwanda. It's gonna be everywhere and everyone, and everyone will start understanding that people are playing with us in the ghettos, killing each other, doing the worstest thing to each other in the emotional way, giving us stuff, substances, women's giving us stuff that attracts us so that we become emotional fools. Okay? Brothers and sisters, we have to know, this is very important here. Let me start here first. For the violence done to Lebanon will cover you, and the plunder of beasts which made them afraid because of man's blood, and the violence of the land, the city, and of all who dwell in it. So it will come to everyone. Now, what profit is the image that it's the maker should carve it? The molded image, a teacher of lies, that the maker of its mold should trust in it to make mute idols. You see the all the temples, all the swings, all the signs what they have, the pyramids, the what is this, the statues of liberty, Jesus image, Muhammad image, all this kind of images, all this kind of sculptures, all this kind of stars, they lived. There is a power behind it. And these people, they do not go and do the rituals like, oh, amen, hallelujah. Jesus said, no, 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 no. And that's why the church or the spiritual places, they have to be emotional strong too. Like praying with power, singing with power, speaking, provoking the universe, even animals and plants and everything. Talk to them. That's why it starts also to knowing by the names and the power and the righteous power that comes out of your body to control that what the Most High gave to Adam. Brothers and sisters, that was the teaching. Thank you very much. And I'm going to see you very soon. Let me just send you some stuff so that you can read a little bit more about it. The obelisks. Thank you. The obelisks. That's it. Good, good, good. Here you have some stuff. Okay. It's very important for you to know about those things. Yeah. We are all learning. Ingeta, thank you very much. Give me a like. And family, take care, right? Ingeta, bye-bye. Brother Alex, come in, man. You can talk to me via StreamYard, but I have to send it to you. I will send you the link on Google, on Gmail.